So when we look at immigration and we look at the recent controversy of separating children from their parents, as was started this year under a no tolerance or zero tolerance policy, it's important to remind everyone that what the Trump administration is doing is actually legal. And the reason why it's so heartbreaking to know that it's legal is that those laws have been on the books for nearly 40 years, some others different ways. It's just the way that we choose to enforce it. It used to be that Border Patrol and agents at the border and others who would see families coming across would have the ability to decide if we kept the families together. But thinking that they could deter parents, that they could somehow keep them from coming, they would split them. And we're talking about thousands of kids, many of which have not been reunited yet. And you're talking about kids who don't even understand what's happening to them. Not because they don't necessarily speak the language and the difference between Spanish and English, but I just mean they don't understand. They have probably been told by their parents they're coming to the United States. They're coming to America for a better life. They're doing it for an opportunity to escape the violence of their home country. They're doing it because someone in their family might be threatened with murder or with death. And the fact that they're saying to their kids, this journey we're going to take from the countries of El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, all the way through the entire country of Mexico, through day and night, riding on trains, making it all the way to the border, fighting against every kind of crime and smuggling and just the tragedy that they felt, to know that the hope was that they get to America for a better life, and then we treat them the way that they have been treated, absolutely breaks my heart. But the only silver lining in this is that it is breaking down political parties, because there are evangelicals on the right, there are independents of all faiths in the middle, there are people on the left who are working tirelessly to not only reunite families, but to say as Americans, we are better than this. We are absolutely a country that is so great and mighty that we can have an ability to receive immigrants and workers and asylum seekers, and yet at the same time keep our borders secure without fear-mongering. You're talking to a soldier who has worked his entire career, like I have, in defense of this country. And to even think or to allege that I'm going for open borders or giving it away or violence or MS-13, that is the politics of division, and that is the politics of small-mindedness. And what I know about us is that we can create policies to be able to fix this, because if we believe for a second that parents won't do right by their kids, that for some reason they'll stay in these countries where the violence is and not move north forward to be able to create a better life for their kids, well, then they don't understand family values like I do. They don't understand Texas values like I've known. Many of the people that settled this state moved west looking for a better opportunity. And today, these are people moving north looking for a better opportunity. And so we can work on immigration reform. We can keep our borders safe, but most importantly, we can keep families together and be that beacon of hope. And just as I saw in Iraq, when Iraqi parents were sending their kids into the no man's land to pick up firewood, putting them at risk to be able to provide for their family, the humiliation it must have caused that they had to send their kids into this no man's land is probably equal to, if not more so, the humiliation of what those parents must have felt like as the authorities were pulling their kids away, and that look in their kids' eye of saying, why? Why is this happening? And I know that the greatest nation in the world is much better and smarter than this, and we can fix this problem. But we can't do it with the politics of fear-mongering, but what we can do is do it by coming together at the table.